Well, good morning, everyone. Welcome to Wednesday in the Word. I'm glad you're with me once again to spend some time in God's Word this morning. Last night, I was walking out in my yard and I looked up in the sky, and the moon was shining so bright. You could see the stars twinkling all over the sky. And even this morning, as I got up and I got in my truck and I was driving to the church, I looked down towards the western end of the sky and I saw the moon, the full moon. It was in great display. But I looked over to the east and I saw the beautiful sunshine coming up in the sky. And I saw a cloud here and a cloud there. God is so awesome. And God's glory is revealed to us in everything around us, especially the skies. I love the brightness and the warmth of the sun, but at night I love the moon and the stars that shine so brightly. It all reveals God's glory. And that's what the Word tells us. Listen to this, Psalm 19, verses 1 through 4. The heavens declare the glory of God. The skies proclaim the work of His hands. Day after day, they pour forth speech. Night after night, they reveal knowledge. They have no speech. They use no words. No sound is heard from them. Yet their voice goes out into all the earth, their words to the ends of the world. I love that you and I can take God's Word, we can read His Word, the Bible, and we can hear what God has to say to us. But God speaks to us in other ways as well, not just the written Word, the Bible. God speaks to us through creation and in creation. Like I said, I was reminded last night of the full moon and the shining of the moon in its full glory in the sky. It was glorifying God. And then this morning as I drove out to work and I looked over and I saw that same moon, not quite as bright as it was last night, but I could see it. It was on full display. And then I looked over here in the eastern direction and I saw the sun coming up and it was just shining. It was so bright. I couldn't even look directly into it. You see, God speaks to us in so many ways if we would just listen. If we would just look and listen and be aware that God is speaking to us. Yes, we can read God's written word, the Bible, but we can hear God's word to us when we look into the skies. The skies declare the glory of God. The skies speak to us, even though they use no words or no speech. They speak to us about how good and how awesome our God is. And so I thank God for that moon shining brightly last night. I thank God for that moon still in the sky, in the western sky this morning, and that sun coming up on the eastern horizon. It was so awesome just to think how awesome and how much glory our God gets and how much glory our God deserves, because He is so good. He's so awesome. He's so powerful. He is almighty, and we are His creation. We are God's special possession. That's what Peter says in 1 Peter chapter 2. We are His special possession. And so we get to see this. We get to hear this. We get to enjoy this. I thank God for speaking to me, and I thank God for speaking to you. Yes, through His written word, but also through His beautiful creation. I hope this word helps you today. It certainly helps me. Thank you for spending time with me in God's word this morning. And like I always do, I want to remind you, there are only 74 more days until Christmas. I hope you have a good rest of your day and a good rest of your week. I look forward to being with you next Wednesday if it's the Lord's will.